There's no rest for
And now we're back for our final segment. This is Real Shit with Nick
and Brent.
And we're going to say our names backwards every time. This subject and this topic is going to hit the hearts and the loved ones of very, very many.
Yeah.
Addictions and problem-causing effects of the addiction.
Yep.
All right. Well, I have an addiction. We touched on it on the second one. I mean, I'd be the first one to tell you, I love poker. That is my addiction, and it causes some problems in my relationship, but not really, because I do have a grip on it. Now, there's some bad addictions in both of our families. Especially my real dad, my biological father, Alan Golden. I'll put his name out there. All right, straight up, this man has been addicted to any kind of drug you can think of. I'm talking from marijuana. They say you can't get addicted to marijuana. I don't know, but we're talking about crack. We're talking about meth. We're talking about cocaine. We're talking about rocks. Any kind of drug you can think of. Acid, mushrooms. It don't matter. He has done it, and he's addicted to it, and it's horrible. It has caused a lot of problems in my life, and of course, Nick's has some problems in his life.
Yeah, I mean, my thing is, I know most people in my family know who I'm talking about, and I can speak no names. But it's not the fact that people get neglected, turn to addictions.
Mm-hmm.
It's some things just take a hold of your life, and you can't get away from them. I had a few when I was growing up. You know, I got one now. I like to spend money, but that's nothing big. But you can't hide addictions. You can, but you can't. They're going to take over your life, and before long, that's all you have left is your addiction. You lose your family, your friends, your loved ones, your money, your house, your cars, everything. And it's most times you either get away from it or it kills you.
Well, the bad thing about it is that there's a lot of people that die from it. I've had several of my family members on my father's side that came close to dying from the addiction. I have had several of them in rehab, several of them in jail because of the addiction. I mean, it just makes you do crazy things. I mean, taking effect. If you're gonna go and stab somebody with a screwdriver in their neck, okay, just because they said, "Hey, how your day was doing," and it was brought on because of drugs because you didn't have any left. Well, I'm not going to touch on who did that in my family, but I mean, if they watch it, they know who I'm talking about. I mean, stuff like it's just ridiculous, man. You can't go your entire life struggling for money, struggling to find jobs to feed all your children, because I'm not the only child in this situation right now, and my other siblings, they've been around their entire life like I have, but they lived with them also their entire life. So I'm sure that they've kind of came accustomed to it, and it hurts. It puts a special spot in my heart. I've tried to get them away from them. I've tried to help them. I've tried to do a lot of things, and they just don't see it. They're not old enough yet to understand. They're only 14 and 12. Or 13. I'm sorry. Actually, I'm way wrong. It's 15 and 13. Okay, and they don't understand yet. Which when they get a little older, they'll come to realize that, hey, Big Brother Brent was right the whole time. And I hope to God that they come to me for some kind of help eventually. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, and most people that have addictions, they don't think about anybody but themselves.
Yep.
And you're not hurting yourself per se, you're hurting everybody around you, because people in your life that's your family that actually want to help you got to deal with your addiction just as bad as you do. And it puts a social, not a social burden, but a physical.
It puts social, physical,
mental burden
all kinds
on
of crap,
everybody in your family. My family in particular, we had one, or still have one, that they just refuse help.
Mm-hmm.
And they've lost everything. And once you lose everything, it's kind of just an incentive to keep doing it, because you've lost it.
Yep.
I don't even want to really touch on this one, but I honestly wish that they would realize what they're doing, because they've lost 3 precious children.
Mm-hmm.
But also believe everything happens for a reason, and maybe one day they'll realize before it's too late, which some people do, some people don't, you know. But that goes back to telling your loved, that's taking things for granted again.
Mm-hmm.
Telling your loved ones you love them and care about them. It can be something simple as, hey, you need help.
Mm-hmm.
If they'd listen, then okay, but if they don't, at least they know you care about them because you're trying to help them.
Well, that's going to about do it for us, guys. We're going to, like I said last time, leave us comments, tips, message us.
Add us on YouTube and Facebook.
And if you need our numbers, just direct message us on Facebook, you know, and if you want to call in. We're still waiting on our first one. No one decides to come in. We're waiting. Trust me, we are waiting. And when you decide you want to is when we will actually do the filming. I promise you.
Just let us know.
Just let us know. We're not going to do the Pledge of Allegiance because I got a phone call from one of my family's members today. Said we did that completely wrong.
But
so we're not going to do that again.
But we are going to do this, guys. We love you. God bless.
God bless you.